I'm Mark Maier with Enviroguard. In this video we'll be training on Fortify for your recurring mold and moisture control as well as disaster response services. Prior to use, surfaces should be clean and dry. If you haven't already, register for the React Extract Remediation System training for details. Fortify is a dilutable clear sealant used to resurface and restore current Enviroguard coating systems or to impart short to mid-term moisture resistance into wood-based and cementitious construction materials after cleaning or restoration services. Fortify can be used in two specific ways. In unconditioned spaces like attics, basements, and crawl spaces, Fortify can be fog applied at its 9:1 dilution ratio to enhance the mold and moisture resistance of original base coatings such as MaxGuard, ClearGuard, and Masonry Guard on an annual basis. This service brings considerable value to your annual inspection services if it's a part of your sales, marketing, and production plan. In water damage applications, Fortify can be spray applied at its 2:1 dilution ratio to treat dry wood, concrete, and composite building materials. This takes the place of the common water-soluble antimicrobial step and replaces it with a durable protectant to provide moisture and mold resistance for a minimum of 12 months. In this training video, we're going to discuss safety recommendations, product performance, tools, best practices, ease of use, cleanup, and product coverage to maximize the results, efficiency, and profit of your recurring mold and moisture control and disaster response services. Fortify is non-hazardous and low VOC to maximize the safety of the user. However, you may want to use nitrile or coated gloves and a Tyvek suit to protect your skin and clothes, as well as a fit-tested half or full-face respirator with an organic vapor cartridge and filter. Next, let's discuss the Fortify product for your recurring mold and moisture control and disaster response services. Fortify applies as a translucent white solution and dries to a clear finish to preserve the look of the original surface. Fortify is breathable. That means when applied to a surface with a higher than desired moisture content, excess moisture can evaporate and escape the coating to prevent against wet and dry rot conditions. And if saturated by a water damage event in the future, Fortify can be dried through as well. To maximize durability over time, it uses elastic plasticizers to allow expansion and contraction with changes in temperature. Fortify is a tintable, low VOC product which makes it safe to work with and around, and it is water-based, making cleanup fast and easy with soap and water. Based upon application, an electric low-pressure tool like a ULV fogger or BTM sprayer is recommended. Due to its efficiency and ability to run two products with one technician, consider the BTM sprayer for your disaster response services. In this application, Fortify should be used at a 2:1 dilution ratio, which is approximately 42 ounces of Fortify into 86 ounces of water. For your recurring moisture control services, a ULV fogger is recommended. In this application, Fortify should be used at a 9:1 dilution ratio, which is approximately 13 ounces of Fortify into 115 ounces of water. Let's discuss Fortify use, details, and steps. Prior to protecting with Fortify, all necessary cleaning and drying procedures should take place. Because the BTM sprayer provides for the use of two products by one technician, products like Botanical, Oxypar LR, and other cleaners could be paired for your cleaning process and to increase job site efficiency. Stir or shake the Fortify container to ensure uniformity prior to dilution. Dilute Fortify to a 33% solution by adding 1 part Fortify concentrate into 2 parts water, which is approximately 42 ounces of Fortify into 86 ounces of water. Feed one of the draw tubes from the BTM sprayer into the dilute Fortify solution. If you're using the additional BTM draw tube for an Enviroguard cleaning product, repeat the same process according to label instructions. Open the air valve on the BTM sprayer so that the valve runs parallel to the air line and turn the power on. Set your BTM sprayer at 50 psi. This can be adjusted up or down, but we've found that 50 psi prevents against product blowback while maximizing spray pattern and consistency. Since there may be water in the line from a previous job, test the sprayer until Fortify and any accompanying product consistently sprays from the tip. Fortify should be applied to the point of saturation. Saturation is controlled by technician speed and accuracy as well as tip size. Tips range from 0.1 gallon per minute to 1 gallon per minute. Select your tip size based upon how quickly you'd like to apply Fortify, as well as how absorbent the surfaces are. To increase the speed of application, a slightly larger tip may be desirable. To slow and control the speed of application, and for newer technicians, a slightly smaller tip may be desirable. Expect to cover 12 to 24 inches of surface on every pass based on tip size. The application of Fortify for disaster response is about saturating to, but not past the point of runoff. To ensure complete saturation and to obtain even coverage and penetration, always apply directly perpendicular to the surface. Additionally, apply straight onto the surface, avoiding tailing off, and make sure that your sprayer tip is a minimum of 10 to 12 inches from the surface to prevent oversaturation. When spraying joists and stud cavities, overlap between the bottom of the joist or stud and the sheathing adjacent to it, making sure to cover a minimum of 50% of the entire bay or cavity per pass. Each ready-to-use gallon of Fortify is expected to cover an average of 175 to 225 square feet. Coverage may vary due to surface texture, porosity, age, and application method. This does not include loss from overspray or overuse. Based upon temperature and humidity, dry time should range from 20 to 60 minutes. Prior to boosting existing Enviroguard coatings with Fortify, inspect all surfaces to ensure that they're free from condensation and mold growth. Stir or shake the Fortify container to ensure uniformity prior to dilution. Dilute Fortify to a 10% solution by adding 1 part Fortify concentrate into 9 parts water, which is approximately 13 ounces of Fortify into 115 ounces of water. Fill your ULV fogger with the dilute Fortify solution. Test the fogger's output by adjusting the nozzle so that the droplet size is minimized and coverage is maximized on the surface. Directionally apply to all structural surfaces evenly and allow to dry. Based upon temperature and humidity, dry time should range from 10 to 30 minutes. To clean the BTM sprayer, run 2 to 3 gallons of clear water through the lines, depressing both the red and blue buttons together until the chemicals have cycled out of the system. Turn the power off to the unit and turn off the air valve. Depress both the red and blue buttons until the lines are depressurized. Draining the condensate from the air compressor after each day of use is very important to the longevity of the sprayer's diaphragm pumps. For the ULV fogger, run half a gallon of clear water through the system. Turn the power off to the unit and close the nozzle and store for future use. For best results before applying Fortify for disaster response services, use the React Extract remediation system to remove mold staining and clean and extract surfaces. While the structure is available to us, insulation can be used in combination with Fortify to air seal, control moisture, insulate, improve structural rigidity and strength, and improve comfort. All Enviroguard products described in this video can be found at EnviroguardDirect.com or call us at 828-548-3900 for more information.